On September the 11th, 1976, a new record was set in the state of Tennessee. On that date, over 80,000 football fans jammed Neyland Stadium to see UT's opening game of the season, the largest crowd ever to witness a football game in the state. This record, one of many established over the years in this historic, ever-growing stadium. It all began back in 1919 when Colonel W.S. Shields, a UT trustee, gave the university $22,000 to prepare and equip a playing field on a track of rough terrain south of the campus. It was between the hill and the Tennessee River. The university matched the Shields gift, and the 7-acre tract was purchased. For that initial gift and later support, the trustees voted to name the field in honor of the donor and his wife, Alice Watkins Shields. Starting on a positive note, the first game was played on the new field September the 24th, 1921 against Emory and Henry, and was won by Tennessee 27-0. When General Bob Neyland became head coach in 1926, he immediately recommended expansion of the stadium. So when his first team played in 1926, 17 rows of concrete stands had been built on the east side, raising the capacity to 6,800 seats. And in 1929, even though the stadium had been enlarged again to seat over 17,000 people, a crowd estimated at 23,000 overflowed the stands and covered the end zones and the slopes to watch the Vols beat Alabama 6-0. Since 1929, 8 separate additions have been made to the stadium. The largest in 1948, when 18,000 seats were added. The phenomenal success of those Neyland teams had a lot to do with the additions in 1926, 1929, 1933 and 34, and again in 1948. Late in 1961, work began on perhaps the most spectacular addition to the stadium up to that time, a deck above the west stands, seating some 6,000 fans and topped by a mammoth press box 180 feet long. General Neyland didn't live to see the upper deck completed. He died in March of 1962. On October the 20th of that same year, some 51,500 fans crammed the stands as the university officially named the stadium Neyland Stadium. The ceremonies were held before the UT-Alabama game. 14 years later, before the UT-Alabama game, another ceremony was held. With the members of the University Board of Trustees and Athletic Board in attendance on the field, the stadium, with its new upper deck completed, was rededicated. After the ceremonies, witnessed by a record crowd, Athletic Board Chairman Tom Elam commented on the newest addition to the stadium.
Mr. Elam, Neyland Stadium has come a long way.
It certainly has. From 3,200 people in 1921 to over 80,000 in 1976.
This is quite an accomplishment for the University of Tennessee, and it really shows the kind of support that the university has.
No question about it. There's not a nickel's worth of tax money in this stadium. It's all come from the people and from our supporters. It's incredible that we could do it on that basis.
Now, today there was a very special dedication ceremony. Exactly why were you dedicating the stadium today?
Well, we thought it appropriate to bring to the people of Tennessee the fact that this stadium is now the 4th largest in the United States, and it isn't very far behind Stanford and Ohio State. So this is, again, something the people of Tennessee have done, and the University of Tennessee has done, and all of us together has done. We think it appropriate to tell the people of this great accomplishment and to remind them of what's going on right here in that state university.
Now, looking right up behind us there, that new section of the upper deck, that was something that's really added a lot of seats and has made us as large as we are.
That is correct. And furthermore, from the aesthetic standpoint, it has completely changed the looks of the stadium.
And another thing, standing down here on the sidelines, it's made it a lot louder in here on Saturday afternoon.
No question about it.
Surely, if there's any way to measure such things, Neyland Stadium, when filled, is first in the nation in crowd noise and enthusiasm. We know Neyland Stadium is now the fourth largest college football arena in the nation, with UT's home crowd attendance averaging fifth in the nation. It's a far cry from those early 1919 beginnings, but it's merely a continuation of the University of Tennessee's tradition of excellence.